Hey everyone, welcome back to a incredibly special video. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's actually here. My castlecore island tour is finally upon us. It's done. It's finally done. I am just so beyond excited to share with you guys my island tour today. So without further ado, here's my 5-star castlecore island tour. Before we get into the proper tour, I would love to share with you guys my dream address. So on screen right now is my map that I have custom made myself. So on my final island we have Zucker, Bones, Etoile, Rolled, Fret, Gaston, Maple, Judy, Colton, and Fang. If you do decide to tour, please be sure to tag me in any photos you take. I would love to see your character on my island. So without further ado, I think we will actually get started with this island tour. So waking up from a very deep slumber, you will arrive here at Resident Services. This is actually very close to my airport, so if you do prefer starting tours at the airport, it's very close by. We'll start our tour by going down through these medieval walls we have here and entering our plaza area. This is where residents enjoy spending time drinking some tea, having some cookies and sandwiches, and catching up on the latest Honey Cove news. Also at the plaza is a few gifts that I handpicked just for you. Inside are a few different medieval themed outfits and a ladder for your exploring. If you want to start at the beginning of my island, it's pretty simple. Just go over this little stone bridge and then go down a little bit and you are at my entrance. I have the blue airport and I have this as my custom flag of choice. If you watched my Nookazon video, then you probably already saw this flag in that video. So I had this custom flag made for me for this island and it looks so beautiful and I'm so happy with how it turned out. Coming off the airport, we are greeted by Zucker's area. This is the first landmark of Honey Cove. This is Zucker's little farm, and you can tell he's hard at work right now. Just maintaining the crops. We have some tomato plants, some potato, and pumpkin plants, as well as some hay back here. So yeah, he's really hard at work on his little farm, and I'm so proud of Zucker for it. This was the very first build that I actually did for this medieval castlecore island, and even though it is castlecore, you know, I think it's important to definitely have different areas of the medieval theme, and any sort of medieval world, you're always going to have farmland, tons of farmers, and I think it just definitely makes the island really tie together and bring in all those different aspects of the medieval theme. Look how cute Zucker is, you guys. He's watering his little flowers. Oh my goodness. The baby. Never change, Zucker. Never change. If you follow this path to the left more, we have some trees here and a cute party lights arch that invites you down to the beach. I decided to really embrace the ancient architecture of castlecore and make them all abandoned ruins. And I thought this was a really cool touch. It just kind of adds some lore and context to the island, and I think it definitely really draws in a lot of those castlecore aspects, but also makes you think like what happened on this beach, you know? If you decide to stay on the path, you'll end up at this cute little library / picnic spot. This I just thought was a really cute little filler spot, and I definitely really wanted to do some sort of overgrown castle ruins sort of area. It's next to the beaches and I thought it definitely tied in super well to the castlecore theme with just little picnic spots, overgrown wheat bushes, all that kind of stuff. And if you come back up this way, you'll have Zucker's little waterfalls to the right and a cute little horse over here. And continuing up this path, you have two different choices. You could either go to the right or you could go up this way. We're going to go to the left for now and just check out our peninsula. This is a pretty simple little area that I worked on. I thought it was really cute though, and the castle gate definitely really ties the area together. I also have a really cheeky little Dark Souls reference, so if you do play Dark Souls, then I have that little reference added in there just for some fun. For now, we're actually going to cut right and go through this transition area, which brings you back to Resident Services. Now from here, we're going to go up these stairs behind Resident Services and check out our campsite area. Here, residents can cozy up by the campfire, eat some freshly baked bread, and wash their clothing. This was yet another pretty cozy area I really wanted to incorporate on my island, just super natural themes, but you have a lot of those castlecore elements as well, with the knight helmet and the sword piercing through that ancient map. I really wanted to make this space look very lived in, and so incorporating these kinds of elements definitely I think made this build shine, and I'm very happy with how this one turned out overall. Now, if camping isn't really your thing, don't worry, I have you covered. From this fork in the road, we're gonna hang a right and go past Sweet Maple's house right here. And now Maple actually has a very special role on my island. Maple is the proud owner of the Sleepy Bear Inn. This is a super cute build idea that I came up with, and I think it's very castlecore medieval because every sort of medieval realm is of course going to have that cozy inn where you stay overnight, rest your head on the pillow. So this is the cozy medieval inn that I have that Maple runs. It's a super cute little build. A lot of natural themes and colors in this build as well. I wanted to make it kind of look like a cottage in the forest sort of vibe. Now my house is decorated, so if you do tour my island, my house is open, you are free to visit. I will warn you, it isn't super interesting on the inside. All of my builds on the inside don't really match my castlecore theme, so you are warned, but if you would like to tour that, then feel free to. From here, we're going to go ahead and cross the bridge again and go down these stairs. We are actually going to pass through the plaza area super quickly, and once we get to these two street lamps, gonna turn down. If you pass under some ancient ruined columns and archways, you will enter Fang's Vineyard. This is actually one of the very first builds I did for this channel, and I still think honestly it is one of my absolute favorites. I used a combination of grape hats, bushes, and stunted trees to achieve this sort of look. Passing under the pergola, I have some more beaches that are also decorated with a bunch of different mossy items, pillar items. Entering through the gate on the right side of Fang's Vineyard, you will go over this stone bridge. As a side note, I absolutely love this view, and I think it's just super gorgeous with the bridge in the back there. So I would definitely say if you are looking to take photos, this is a pristine photo spot. Passing over the bridge here, you will enter a cute little town market center type place. Lots of different buildings and booths going on here. Up first is this really cute plant / floral shop. We also have a general goods / marketplace. You can get all of your jams, your breads, your fresh produce, all of that is available here. And right next door is our bee honey section. Here you can get all sorts of locally sourced honey products, candles, beeswax, honey for your tea, you name it, it's probably going to be here. And on the other side of the entrance to our marketplace is a fortune teller booth where you can have your fortune read. If you decide to go up through the Party Lights Arch and leave the marketplace, you will enter Colton's yard. And this is where Colton has his adorable little stable. And again, this is a build that I did for my YouTube channel, and I think it turned out super cute. Again, I love doing farms on my island. I know this is castlecore, but I think farms definitely have a value in castlecore. It's a really nice composition of different kinds of styles. You have the city core and the farm aspects, and it creates a really nice blend of different styles that makes this island, in my opinion, just really come to life. If you are going to tour my island, you can enter through the castle area right next to Colton's stable on the right. However, we are going to go through the proper entrance by going down through our marketplace once again and heading onto a paved brickway path. We're going to hang a right, go past a beautiful waterfall, and end up at the castle gates. This is the proper entrance for the Honey Cove Castle area, and I think it just turned out super well. I'm not the best when it comes to city core decorating, so I really try to challenge myself to make this look like a city area. And continuing up, we're gonna encounter our very first shop. This is a really cute little, just a simple build that I did. I love this build because I think it really adds a lot of character to my city area, and it's also right next to Colton's stable, and I think it definitely kind of adds to my story that I'm trying to tell. You can go and get your horse from Colton's stable and then grab some suit of armors and head into battle. We are once again going to head up, and we are about to encounter the upper level of my city area. But before we do that, I will just show you guys a super cute little entrance here in the back, just a really cool little side entrance to access the beaches on this side of my island. Once again, also decorated with that ruins sort of aesthetic. I do have this area blocked off. I just honestly didn't feel like decorating all of my beaches, and so I just decided to block this part off. So I apologize in advance if you wanted to go to that part of my island. But we're gonna just continue through and go up the stairs to the upper level of my city area, and we will encounter Bones' house and my tavern. So Bones does run the tavern, and it is called the Hair of the Dog Pub, and this was a build that I was super happy about doing. I think it looks super cool. It kind of gives me vibes of the cuddly duckling from Tangled. I think that's what it's called. And like most parts of my island, there is a connection. So in my sort of headcanon, Fang runs the Vineyard and supplies all of the fun drink options to Bones for his pub. And continuing up, we have some more seating for Bones' little pub area. We have the mom's carrot cake, we have the strawberry pie, we have all the really yummy dessert options. And if you go through the gazebo, you'll end up at the Able Sisters shop. So this is my shopping district. I think my shopping district is definitely one of the more regal parts of my island. You have the beautiful columns, the Valiant statue, of course. And so yeah, we have the Nooks on the left and we have Able Sisters on the right. And once again, I just thought this was a super cute little area, and it all kind of blends together. And if you go right down through this castle gate, we will end up at Judy's house. Judy is the princess of our island, and she is absolutely adorable. I customed the outside of her house to give it a super regal look to it. I gave her a throne, of course, for the queen that she is. And now, Judy being the queen of our island, she of course overlooks our jousting tournament. She is the jousting champion herself, and she oversees all the knights that compete at our tournament. I think this might be one of my absolute favorite parts of my island. I think it just looks super beautiful and definitely encompasses all of those really nice Renaissance medieval sort of flares. If you do feel like picking a side, either the red knight or the green knight, we do have tomatoes for your leisure, so feel free to throw at your discretion. Exiting Judy's area and down these stairs to the left of the Nook shop, we will end up at the end of my city core area. And if you're not careful, you might miss this little secret hidden alleyway behind Judy's house. Just a really cute little nook that I added with the chessboard, some flowers, and a really cute Lily record player. Continuing to the left here, we will enter the back of my island, and this is where Red's ship will dock. To emphasize some of those boat aesthetics, I decided to build Rold's Shipyard. So there's a small docking place where you can put your boats, you can go fishing, or if you want to, hang out in the water. I tried to make this build look medieval, but the yachts obviously don't lend itself to that kind of old-fashioned look with the boats. So I did my best with this build. I think it looks super good regardless, and is a good way to take up space on my island. On the right of Rold's boatyard, we have another gazebo and just a super small little plaza area with some trees and benches for sitting. To the right here, we have some more lower level seating for the jousting tournament. And if you do end up going through this castle gate, down below here, you can either enter the jousting tournament up these wooden plank stairs, or continue down once again to reach Colton's stable or resident services. And once again, we are actually going to go up the stairs and past Maple's area, and the campsite of course, to a different area. Instead, we are going to go up past the waterfall spot through Party Light's arch and end up at our museum. So now, very similar to my beaches, I really wanted my museum to capture the ancient and antique aspects of castlecore with all of the different ruined pillars and mossy items. This was a relatively simple build for my island, but I really do like how it almost feels nestled or tucked away in a hidden corner of my map. Even though the museum building itself is very modern looking, I definitely tried to mask that with all the different castle walls and towers and mossy items, and I think it turned out super well. Now, from the museum, if you do continue on the right side of the map here, you will end up back at Roald's boatyard, but for the time being, we are actually going to explore the left side of my map and continue back up our stone stairs. From here, we're going to continue upward and we will end up at Fret and Etoile's houses. I actually have nothing too special to say about their houses. I did decorate Fret's house on the inside, so if his house is available for you to visit, then I would definitely say check out Fret's house. But besides that, I just wanted to keep their yards pretty simple, and I think it turned out super cozy actually. Now, super quick, we are going to actually go down these stairs, and if you do that, you will end up at Roald's house as well as Gaston's house. This is sort of the transition area to the boatyard area, and if you guys do tour my island, you may notice a secret little path back here. If you go up and follow these stone brick stairs, you will find this cute little washing station behind the rocks here. It's super simple, but I thought it was a cute little Easter egg and just added some more character to my island, so I thought it was a cute little touch. But yeah, that pretty much covers the boatyard section of my island, so let's continue back up these stairs to the left here, past Fret and Etoile's houses, and continue down these stone stairs. I think this is actually the last build of my island, so I'm super excited to share with you guys my Minecart mining station, little gnome area. I thought this section turned out so cute. It's very much kind of a blend of castlecore and a little bit of fairycore as well, with the gnomes of course, but I just thought it was so precious, and who knows, gnomes might end up in medieval culture. Now with this section, I was basically just trying to find a cool transition area in between different zones, and I thought it ended up looking super cool. You can follow this stone bridge and you kind of come up on all these different gnomes hard at work, and I thought a lot of the 2.0 items definitely came in handy here. We have the cave item, the plaza train car, all the different minecart items. It looks super cool, I think, and this custom code too definitely just like made it stand out super well. Now from here, you can continue down this dirt path we have over this little stone bridge, and you will end up right at where the peninsula is, as well as the picnic spot of my island. But I think with that concludes my island tour. I honestly can't believe that we're actually at a place now where I can actually share with you guys my island. It's just so incredible, and it feels so great to actually have an entire island finished. When I first started this channel, it was meant to be a place to post a lot of my Twitch highlights as well as original build ideas, and kind of a place to catalog almost my personal island progress. But I'm really happy to say that the channel is doing super well, and a lot of you guys seem to really enjoy what I'm putting out into the YouTube space. And I wanted to say thank you so much for being here. It means so much to me, and I really can't put into words how much I am grateful to you guys for being here and just supporting what I'm doing so far. The Animal Crossing Islands will not stop here. I do actually plan on demolishing the entire island and doing a hard reset. I know, it's so sad. I'm really sad about it too, honestly. But It has to be done, and we actually are going to start an entirely new island, and if you feel like catching up on any of my Twitch VODs, I have an entire VOD dedicated to planning out my very next Animal Crossing island. So stay tuned, more Animal Crossing to come very, very soon. With that being said, my name is Sapphire. Thank you all so very much for watching today. Have a great day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!